Hello everyone, I am Julian Morris with the Channel 5 News. In the headlines, health officials reaching their target populations as the public rollout of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine begins in all 7 health districts. Residents in the Roseau Health District receptive to COVID-19 vaccine, while CAFA points to growing vaccine hesitancy in the region. And the agenda of the Dominica Community Tourism Association to complement the country's tourism master plan. The details of the news coming up.
Your old tablet? That's so 2020. Get a Samsung A7 tablet from Flow for only $99 when you sign up for a new All-In or All-In Plus bundle. Enjoy faster broadband speeds to surf and stream, more TV channels in HD to stay entertained, and unlimited Flow-to-Flow fixed minutes to stay in touch with everyone you love. So sign up today for a new bundle from Flow. Visit discoverflow.co for more information. Terms and conditions apply.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. We're in this together. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 700 local anywhere calls and texts, with the always-on prepaid plan, all for $29. Keep your number when you switch to Dominica's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
First up in the news, medical officials at the Roseau Health Center on Monday said they were able to reach their target populations as Dominica extended administration of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine to the wider public. Dominicans have been able to access the vaccines at all 7 health districts. Health officials involved in administering the vaccine in Roseau say they were encouraged by the turnout.
Today we expected a crowd, and that we definitely got. We wish the flow could have been a little less chaotic, but we understand it's basically the first day and persons are excited. And the staff nonetheless, however, is working towards making it a lot less chaotic throughout the rest of the day. And it's actually smooth. It's actually more smooth at this point. So clients are coming into our waiting area. They're getting a short teaching. The registration is being done. And then they've been escorted to the vaccine administration rooms. And as you can see there, after the vaccine has been administered, they're in the monitoring area, waiting for about 15 minutes so that we ensure that all is well before they actually dispatch.
Dr. Nesty says so far the rollout has gone well.
Not even cases of severe anxiety, which we also expected. Persons are actually welcoming the idea of being vaccinated.
That is right.
And they're posing no resistance whatsoever. They're receptive to the information, and so far it's moving quite smoothly. So we're just hoping that throughout the course of the day, as the numbers increase, we encounter no adverse effects to the vaccine. And thus far, since we've actually started administering the vaccines to our population, we've had none of the above.
Dr. Nesty spoke on what to expect after one is vaccinated.
Some common symptoms that we expect the population to be aware of that you will possibly encounter after receiving the vaccine is a slight fever. Some persons even encounter a few chills and pain at the injection site, also headache and fatigue. So keeping all of this in mind, we're asking those who actually have received the vaccine to prepare adequately, or those who plan to, by having a little bit of paracetamol, acetaminophen, or what we call Tylenol on hand. And that will help significantly in alleviating most of these symptoms.
Dr. Nesty was accompanied by Dr. Cleona Peters, who says she is pleased that they are reaching their target populations.
I would just like to say we're quite pleased that we're seeing a lot of our elderly, those who fall in the vulnerable group, the above 65 years, they have come in to get the vaccines. So we're quite pleased. Also, we're seeing persons with comorbid condition. They are coming in to get the vaccine, and we are glad. So we're reaching our target population.
Correct.
In terms of planning for this whole vaccination rollout, it has been hectic, and we had to leave no stones uncovered. Part of the preparation involved setting up our resuscitation area room. And resuscitation room just means that in case anybody has any type of reaction, allergic reaction, or somebody may just have a heart attack. People get heart attack anywhere, any day. Somebody may have an asthma attack. It may have nothing to do with the vaccine. In fact, it will have nothing to do with the vaccine. But we're just prepared, seeing that we have a mass gathering, we're just prepared that we can respond in case there's any kind of adverse reaction or any kind of emergency.
The public education campaign undertaken by the Ministry of Health appeared to be having the desired effect, and it was evident in the turnout at the Roseau Health Center on Monday. Let's now get some reaction from the people who actually received their vaccination on Monday at the Roseau Health Center.
I felt very comfortable taking the vaccine. I thought I'd have had more pain, but it was almost painless. And I spent about 20 minutes sitting in a waiting room after the vaccination, basically under observation by about 3 or 4 nurses. So right now they told me that I'm free to leave. So I just want to encourage Dominicans. I know some people have quite a bit of reservations. I myself, to be honest, had reservations about it initially, but I did quite a bit of research myself, personal research about it, and I called a very good friend of mine in Miami who is a doctor. And he told me, Billy, you should take the vaccine. And he told me we are very fortunate here in Dominica to have received the vaccinations that early. So he encouraged me to take it. So I myself now am encouraging Dominicans to come forward and take the vaccination, because I think this is one of the ways that we can actually combat that pandemic.
I always realize that as soon as the vaccines become available, I will fall in line to get it. And so far, I got it about 10 minutes ago, and the waiting period after getting the vaccine is 15 minutes. So at this point in time, I'm not feeling any side effects. I would encourage everybody who are not skeptic should come and take the vaccine. I mean, one person taking it will go a long way in helping the country fight the pandemic. I think it's a good idea to get it once you're not a skeptic.
Oh, I'm feeling fine. There is no difference in me. Anybody could take it because there is no harm in taking it. I'm even feeling better than before I took it.
I am feeling fine. I just took the vaccine and I am fine. Nothing, no reaction. I waited my 15 minutes and I'm heading back to work now. So I just want to encourage everyone to have the vaccine. You know, let us protect you, let us protect others, and let us protect our nation.
I had my first dose of the vaccine about 7 minutes ago, and how I felt when I came in and now is the same thing. I have no fear, no qualms, nothing at all. I do not expect anything to happen to me per se. A vaccine is a vaccine. I expect when I get the second dose there'll be a reaction, but not any life-threatening anything. So I'm good to go on and I'm happy. I'm very happy that I got my vaccine this morning.
I'm here this morning getting the COVID-19 vaccine. I decided to take it because I've read up on it, I've done the research on it, and I feel confident in taking the vaccine. I think it's going to be necessary in order to travel and so on in the coming months as countries make it a requirement. So I decided to get ahead of the crowd and to go ahead and take the vaccine this morning. I took the shot, as you can see, and it was painless for me, so it was a good process.
In other news now, recently re-elected president of the Dominica Community Tourism Association has vowed to adhere to the country's tourism master plan. Andrea Louis has that story.
Josephine Dublin Prince was re-elected to the post of president of the DCTAI during the association's AGM over the weekend. The Community Tourism Association seeks to highlight and develop community-based sites which can be used to promote local and overseas-based visitors to villages around the country. Dublin Prince told the membership that adhering to the Tourism Master Plan will see benefits for community-based tourism.
We have a national tourism plan, we have a national tourism thrust, and recently there was a revision of that master plan. And what we want to do from DCTI, we want to do everything in line with the master plan. There should not be any diversion, because there's a lot of discussion, a lot of discussion, a lot of workshop, a lot of thought and thinking in this master plan. So I would think that it is also representing what we said to them.
Saturday's AGM was held under the theme, Strengthening Community Tourism Through This Global Pandemic. Dublin Prince says the COVID-19 pandemic has taught the association some valuable lessons.
There's an opportunity now that COVID has presented to us. COVID has forced us to look within. COVID has forced us to be innovative and creative. It has also forced us to know more about utilization of our technology. And it is that opportunity we need to take advantage of. That advantage we need to take of is to realize that within Dominica, we have the human resource, we have the natural assets, and we need to know more and experience what Dominica is blessed with and what Dominica offers.
Minister for Tourism, Denise Charles, reaffirmed the government's commitment to assisting the development of community tourism. She cited strong community groups as key to moving the sector forward.
There are currently several community-based tourism projects in various stages of completion. The Cold Soufriere Washroom and Reception Facility, Opak Bay Facility, Sulphur River Tolls, Kana Heritage Site, Layu Washroom Facility, Ben's Tourism and Reception Center, Castlebruce Beach Development, Indian River Trail Enhancement are just a few examples of government finance projects recently completed or ongoing. We must remain focused and strategic. Although the ministry has made tremendous investments in the past, all energies must be allocated towards building stronger community groups. And that is especially during this global pandemic.
New fisherfolk are being targeted to hone their skills in the fishing industry. This is the main aim of a week-long basic fisherman's training course which got underway on Monday. Fisheries Officer in the Ministry of the Blue and Green Economy, Kurt Hilton, says the workshop will benefit fisherfolk from all over the country.
The Fisheries Division is proud to be hosting its 45th training session, geared towards training fishers or new fishers that are coming into the sector. We have a wide demographic of persons that we expect to show up in this training session. We have 10 persons from the west, 9 persons from the north region of Dominica, and then 5 and 9 from east and south respectively.
Hilton says several key areas will be covered which will help the upcoming fisherfolk develop some much needed tools of the trade.
This training covers several key aspects of the fishing sector, a few of which include social security for fisherfolks, safety of life at sea, fishing as a business, and food handling. This training is sponsored under the CC for Fish project, which is geared to empowering fisherfolks of the community and even aquaculturists and just our general fishery sector. And is supported by the Ministry of Blue and Green Economy, Agriculture and National Food Security.
You are watching Channel 5 News. We'll have more after this.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 120 channels and 29 in HD. All for $160 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better. Your old tablet? That's so 2020. Get a Samsung A7 tablet from Flow for only $99 when you sign up for a new All-In or All-In Plus bundle. Enjoy faster broadband speeds to surf and stream, more TV channels in HD to stay entertained, and unlimited flow-to-flow fixed minutes to stay in touch with everyone you love. So sign up today for a new bundle from Flow. Visit discoverflow.co for more information. Terms and conditions apply.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. We're in this together. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
A survey conducted by the Caribbean Public Health Agency, CAFA, has found that there is a growing concern about vaccine hesitancy. The discovery comes as the Caribbean rolls out COVID-19 vaccines. CAFA launched the survey on 17th of February to obtain views on the COVID-19 vaccines of people living in the region and to determine their willingness to be vaccinated. The World Health Organization identified vaccine hesitancy as one of the 10 global health threats the world faces in 2019 and beyond in its 5-year strategic plan. Recent studies show that vaccine hesitancy ranged from 62 to 32% among the adult populations of several Caribbean countries. Executive Director of CAFA, Dr. Joyce N. John, says in order for vaccination programs to be successful, there must be wide uptake, acceptance, and trust of COVID-19 vaccines. His Excellency Vince Henderson says Dominicans need to have a mature conversation on the COVID-19 vaccines. It's quite clear that there are individuals who are still not receptive to the idea of taking the anti-coronavirus vaccine.
We know, and the experts have made it clear, that for us to get our way out of this pandemic, we need to ensure that our people are vaccinated. We need to ensure that, and especially for small island developing states like ours, we need to ensure that we protect our people. And I want to talk about it just to make the point that when you look at the size of our healthcare system, when you look at the kind of resources that are required to treat COVID-19 patients, we can barely afford to have numbers of hospitalization, that is, especially severely ill people, that could overwhelm our system very easily. If we have 10 severely ill, COVID-19 patients, or 20, or 30, or 40, or 50, you know what that would mean for our healthcare system? And we've seen countries with more advanced economies, much bigger countries, got overwhelmed because of the hospitalization caused by COVID-19 virus. So we need to really think very carefully about vaccination.
Ambassador Henderson says Dominicans know that vaccines are nothing new.
The vaccine is just really a way of ensuring it's a medicine that trains the body's immune system so that it can fight those diseases before we come into contact with them. So in other words, your body is already prepared. The body normally would react after it has gotten infected. But the vaccine will ensure that even before that, the antibodies are produced in our system, and therefore, whenever we get exposed, our bodies can fight back. And this is what a vaccine is. Back in the days when we started vaccination, and we have to recognize Dr. Etienne. Dr. Etienne was one of the leaders in that process. I know in St. Joe we had people like Nurse Prevost, we had Nurse Shillingford, and they were able to go through the village, and they would go all the way to Layu Park. They would try to go out in the country, meet people on their farms, and to ensure they're vaccinated. So this is not something new. Vaccines have been around for a long time. And you know what happened to most of us who went to school in the U.S.? We found out before we got to school, we had to get our mom's measles and rubella shots.
Prime Minister Skerrit has himself changed his stance on a statement he made earlier on that it was really up to individuals whether they took the vaccine or not. The Prime Minister now encourages as many people as possible to get the vaccine. He believes Dominica should take advantage of this window of opportunity to vaccinate as many people as possible. Dominica expected to continue reaping benefits under three key areas of the United States foreign policy focus. Public Affairs Officer for the United States Embassy in Barbados, Larry Soka, was speaking to local media over the weekend regarding the foreign policy focus of recently inaugurated President of the United States, Joe Biden. Soka pointed to tackling the COVID-19 pandemic as top on Biden's agenda, with his goal of vaccinating 100 million Americans in his first 100 days in office. Soka says widespread vaccination of the American people and the people around the world will have positive ripple effects on Dominica's tourism industry.
It's true that in the Caribbean, tourism is down 75%, perhaps more in certain areas. I mean, that's a core part of the economy. And until that comes back, it's going to be difficult. And so the more Americans get vaccinated, or Canadians, or Brits, or otherwise, the better that is for Dominica. Now, granted, I saw the recent announcement of the thousands of vaccines from India here in Dominica. Great to see that vaccination campaign is underway. But when it comes to COVID-19, just today the president is announcing $2 billion in U.S. contributions to the COVAX facility.
Another key area of focus for the Biden administration is tackling climate change. The United States recently rejoined the Paris Climate Agreement, and Soka says apart from this move, the U.S. has continued to play its part in helping Dominica develop its climate resilience.
So the United States, with $4 million provided through U.S. Southern Command, so that military command based in Miami, has provided $4 million to expand the administrative offices in Jimmet of the Office of Disaster Management here in Dominica, and build emergency operations centers and warehouses in Portsmouth and in Castle Bruce. Major investment by the United States.
The third key agenda item on the United States foreign policy focus, from which Dominica will continue to benefit, is that of global equity.
At the end of 2020, the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID, concluded something called the Early Learners Program, which it had partnered with the OECS on. And this was an $8.9 million program to raise the reading levels of primary school students. And what that meant for Dominica is 280 teachers received training to help with their instruction of pupils in their classrooms. Over 3,000 students received books and reading materials to help with their own literacy. I'm venturing to guess with the Biden-Harris administration that we're going to see more of that.
And in sports, the National Domino League continued on the weekend. Here's Delvin Esprit with the latest.
What a weekend of exciting and close matches in the Reynolds Construction and Kubuli National Domino League. In Zone A, defending league champion Wake Up Stars from Portsmouth got past Focus by only 370 points. Final scores: Stars 3004, Focus 2634. Voxes from Benz was no match for Rockers from Paybush as they were hammered by 1,416 points. Final scores: Rockers 3006, Voxes 1,590. One case from Dodan also defeated Hob Itasi. Final scores: one case 3010, Hob Itasi 2056. And More Fire from Anzime was on fire when they got the better of Roadblock. Final scores: More Fire 3001, Roadblock 2586. In Zone B, there was mixed result for Tremors. They got past Baghdad. Final scores: Tremors 3012, Baghdad 2362. And went down to Offshore Civil and Marina Inc. Public Enemies. Final scores: Enemies 3021, Tremors 2649. Violence from Monwatchet was also in tremendous form, getting past Baghdad from Grand 4. Final scores: Violence 3007, Baghdad 2109. Sting from Good Hope defeated Warner. Final scores: Sting 3000, Warner 2952. And Kasgori got the better of Team Reynolds. Final scores: Kasgori 3021, Team Reynolds 2587. And in Zone C, one of the major upsets for the weekend was last year's finalist Golden Arms from Soufriere. They went down to Homeboys from Tarish Pit. Final scores: Homeboys 3006, Golden Arms 2790. That make Homeboys the winner of Zone C. In other matches, Taro 3001, Fire Services 2712, and Bay Boys 3035, RC Construction 2001. Delvin Esper reporting.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 700 local anywhere calls and texts, with the always-on prepaid plan, all for $29. Keep your number when you switch to Dominica's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. We're in this together. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited Flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 120 channels and 29 in HD, all for $160 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better. Your old tablet? That's so 2020. Get a Samsung A7 tablet from Flow for only $99 when you sign up for a new all-in or all-in plus bundle. Enjoy faster broadband speeds to surf and stream, more TV channels in HD to stay entertained, and unlimited flow-to-flow fixed minutes to stay in touch with everyone you love. So sign up today for a new bundle from Flow. Visit discoverflow.co for more information. Terms and conditions apply.
To end the news, the headlines again: health officials reaching their target populations as the public rollout of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine begins in all 7 health districts. Residents in the Roseau Health District receptive to COVID-19 vaccine, while CAFA points to growing vaccine hesitancy in the region. And the agenda of the Dominica Community Tourism Association to complement the country's tourism master plan. You may access the news on our YouTube channel. On behalf of the production team, I am Julian Morris. Thank you for watching. Join us tomorrow.